afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to your place of chill that is the Kauffie Company. It's a really grey day again, but the sun is shining. I've got my brother, that is Mr. Brian Daigle, here in the house, and we're just going to have a chat from your usual scheduled programming of us arguing and being, what's it called? I don't know, semi-mad. But I do, unfortunately, I do have to, do a bit of a monologue before we welcome those in the chat. Because over the last couple of days, I have been accused in many YouTube chats of things that are utterly disgraceful. Brian knows this, that since I joined this community 2 years ago, if you ever needed help with anything, I helped you. When Bobby Kay, for example, flew over from the UK and needed a birthday party for his son, I gave him a birthday party and gave him what. But the amount of people, they're all in the chat. And to be accused of something that I utterly detest in all walks of life, which is bullying. People are, we've talked about this on our mental health show that we did the other day about names and trolls in the chat. Yep. Lies are not a good thing. People see what I've done for this community, and I don't like to have to blow my own trumpet because that's not the person I am. I quite like to be quite humble with what I've done. To be called a bully, that strikes a nerve. That's a disgrace. But either way, to all the people that have given me the support, everyone from Rob Belcher, from Kate, from Mark, to all, there are too many of them to name, from Nick, from Perchy, to from Sava, Shawnee, all the people. It's a massive love to all you guys. But I'm not a bully. I never have been a bully. I never will be a bully. And anyone that calls me a bully is a troll. And trolls will never get the best of us, will they, Aki?
No, let's just say, Ben, I mean, people that don't know, the way I became friends with Ben is I saw Ben on We Are Tottenham TV. And I was hounding Ben and Sim to get me their contact details. Yeah. And then finally, Ben actually saw me, commented on it, we exchanged emails. Ben and I have been friends for about 2.5 years now. And if someone said to me, you've got 100,000 words to describe Ben, bullying wouldn't even be anywhere near it. He's one of the most kind-hearted, friendliest, loyal people you could ever have the pleasure to meet. All of our world is a better place for having Ben in it. And that word bully is such a awful word to use. I can personally tell you the abuse that I get, I don't call that bullying. That's a different kettle of fish. But Ben does what he does with his moderators because he won't accept people being hostile to each other in the chat to diffuse bullying or to diffuse tension and malice. So for people to say you are a bully is quite absurd because, like I said, there isn't a word further from the truth when it comes to you, my dear brother. So
and then people are going to say, "Oh, I've paid you to say this." Like say, "Oh, what's Sava been paying you? You're one of Sava's minions, or this or that." We're not going to listen to them. We're not going to listen. If I was anyone's minion, I'd probably want to be one of your minions, Brian, because we ran about to go. I flew halfway across the world to go to Scotland Yard with you and to chill out with you. Go to Niagara Falls. How bully are we? We go across the world to go to Niagara Falls and have a wonderful day. But let's ignore the twats in the chat, as Sava likes to call them. Let's see who's in the chat, because we haven't got any of them today. But I just had to do this monologue because it's a disgrace. It is a disgrace, and people just need to be better. But firstly, it's Bobby Kay. Big up. He's not here at the moment. He's probably driving a bus, but lovely to see him. We've got Adrian Stroker. Big up, Adrian. Lovely to see you. We got Jimbo. Big up, Jimbo. We've got Mark Cousins, the sheriff. The sheriff's in the house. And we got Mr. Nick. And he says, I'm going to bully people now. Bully away. Bully away. Afternoon, people. That's Ben's job. We got Graham's in the house. Big up, Graham. Big up, sir. Hopefully you're well. Lovely to see little Emma came on Friday, which was a laugh. So we didn't have Graham on Friday to have a chat with. We had Graham Jr. and it was absolutely a laugh as always. Emma's great. We got Andrew Gregory. Big up, sir. Big up, sir. Adrian saying, "I ignore trolls." It's very difficult when you've got hundreds of them in a particular YouTube channel all slating you. Ben is a legend. Helped me massively with my channel. I couldn't help that. Anytime Kate needed something done, and Kate's a lovely lady, as we all love Kate. Big up, Jason. Big up, Jason. Lovely to see you. Not the only finding one of the nicest people I've met. Fantastic with Kate. Anytime Kate needs anyone, I'm there for her. I'm there for her because she deserves it. Big up. Previously on Tottenham's Spurs side, no deal. Bloody hell, Phil. Bloody hell. Oh, hell, Phil. But yeah, big up, Phil. But as always, woo! Big up. We got Morning Ian. Big up the full Paul Shirt fan club, which is, we got to do a plug when I eventually get that thing. I don't think Ben would know. Exactly. This is a man that knows me better than most people. And of course, we got Luan. Lovely to finally see you here, buddy. Big up to Ben and Brian. I hope you are both well. Hopefully, you're doing well. But what do you want to talk about today, Brian? It's been a chaotic couple of days, but this is the chat. This is the chill stream where we come and just talk rubbish about shit like, I don't know, old TV programs.
Yeah, do you know what? I have to say, Ben, as people would have seen, I've been quite active today on social media and streams. I literally have come here to spend some time with you and the people in the chat to calm down.
Yeah.
And to not have to talk about a certain owner and a certain football club.
Yeah.
Because I'll probably do a few more tonight where I will lose it. So I've come here to chill. So whatever anyone wants to talk about, people put anything in the chat. If you come up with something just like
about anything other than football,
ask me anything.
Anything
addiction,
else,
mental health, things I do in my life, the things we do, me and Ben, anything.
Yeah. Niagara Falls. If you want a 24-hour stream, ask Brian about Niagara Falls and we'll do a 24-hour stream.
I literally could do. Jim's just put, how long have you been away from home? I came here this November the 9th.
Yeah.
I was going to go back May the 23rd, but things happened and I had to extend it.
Yeah.
So I'm going back the 2nd of October, 10 weeks tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I'm back on the best side of the pond.
Yeah.
Where the people are friendly, the quality of life is great.
Yeah.
I sound like that cheer song where everybody knows your name. Yeah. I'm back at the Scotland Yard. Do you know what? I'm watching. This is how sad I've been on homesick. I've been on Instagram because I follow them and I've got everything. Whenever they release videos, I have my notifications set to let me know. And they've been showing videos of like walking down the road, people do walking in, seeing the pub. I'm just like, oh my God, I can't wait. I cannot wait. The Luton Town game is my first day back at the Scotland Yard. Bobby K, if he's still in the chat, best be there. I don't know what date. I can't remember if it's a Saturday or Sunday or if it will get moved, but hopefully Bobby K and the kids will be down. I cannot wait to walk back into the Scotland Yard.
The Scotland Yard does look like the bar from Cheers, doesn't it? It definitely looks like it.
Yeah, they've got the actual bar itself. Yeah, that's got the bar bit, but it's just the best. It's just you saw it. People that have been there. Stell's been there. You've been there. Obviously, your best mate Alex has been there. Other people from England have come over and seen it. Brian Island. It is the best pub. They look after us brilliantly. The food is great. The drinks are reasonably priced. When I go, obviously, because I don't drink, if I'm not having alcohol freeze, I have a Coke, and as it's a soft drink, I only pay for one. It's refillable, even if I'm there from opening to closing. It's just a wonderful, wonderful pub.
Great. I love the Scotland Yard. They made us so welcome, and I'm 100% unbeaten in the Scotland Yard. Not even dropped a plint in the Scotland Yard. So
correct.
We know if I can't get a ticket for a game or it's in a part of the world I'm not going to, I'm flying to Canada and we're going to win.
Exactly. That's all you've got to do, mate. Rack up the air miles.
Even though I have to wake up at 4 a.m. to watch a football game, I'm there. Let's have a look. Before we answer a question from what's it called? From Kate. Afternoon, guys. Hey, a little lies that Mbappe is going to medical. Oh, bloody hell. Stop talking football. Big up.
So I have to say, Ben, I put a tweet out saying that about this, saying, ha ha ha, yes, Spurs signing Mbappe. Knowing our luck, we'd end up with Hansen singing Mbop.
Yeah.
So that's as close as we're getting to Mbappe. Mbop.
Erwin is saying, all right, Dave. I don't know who Dave is, but lovely to see you. Lovely to see you. You must mean Daigle. But lovely to see you. I've never seen you before, so new viewer. Scotland Yard is definitely on my hit list. You've got to go there. You've got to go there. Big up the Scotland Yard. Big up the Scotland Yard.
Damn right.
And we got our first question. It is from the lovely Kate. Who is your favourite character in Only Fools and Horses? That's a great question.
It's not even close. It's not even close for me. It's Trigger.
Trigger is great.
By a million miles.
I love Boise. I think Boise is absolutely hysterical. I just love his laugh.
Of course.
Of
course.
Marlene.
Trigger. You know what it is as well with Trigger? Just the stupid things he says. Just I mean, to have that and the straight face and the power it takes. You got to remember, when they were filming this, they must have been in stitches. But the way he has to conduct himself and the classic lines he has to come out with, he for me, he's in a league of their own when it comes to characters.
Deadpan humour.
Oh, at its finest.
Really nice fella as well, Roger Lloyd Pack. A massive rest in peace to him. What a guy he was. I met him and he was with Denzel. Him and Denzel were in the Mandarin Palace in Gants Hill one day. These two lovely fellas. I couldn't believe it. It's like, you've got a disease. You shouldn't be here. You've got a disease. You can't be here. He just thought that was brilliant. Miss Denzel was great. Denzel was great. Daniel was saying Trigger. Phil P is saying Del Boy. I think my favourite's Uncle Albert. Uncle Albert's brilliant.
Buster Merrifield.
Oh God, that scene where he's trying not to tell him about the girl, and he goes
oh,
it's absolute. Oh, stop it! He does it too late. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. He's a Spurs fan. He is. He was a great bloke. Great bloke. So many great ones. Like, it's hard to choose. It is.
Not only is he a Spurs man, I don't know if a lot of people know, I'm sure a lot of people do actually, but when you hear the Spurs thing, we are Greaves, Hoddle, blah, that's Trigger.
Yeah.
It's his voice. Great man. Mate, even when he died, the Spurs fans away at Swansea, I think it was singing One Broom, he's only got one broom.
Yeah.
Legend. Absolute legend.
Any more questions from everyone in the chat? Best comedy show? It's one of the best. For me, it's not the best, but for many people, it is.
It is.
It's all, what's it called? It's all subjective. Dad's Army is still my favourite because
I get that.
People know I'm a war buff not because my parents are war buff. Well, my dad's a war buff and my brother's a war buff, so I know quite a lot of things. So I do love a bit of Dad's Army. I just think it's great. I lost my dolphin. Erwin is saying hard to pick. They're all so good in their own way. Absolutely, they're all so good in their own. When he makes himself jump and wet himself in the chair.
Oh man, I have to say, bit of sad news has come out. Former Nottingham Forest, Birmingham player, QPR Trevor Francis has just passed away.
Oh, for
69 years of age.
Oh, for God's sake.
Rest in peace, Trevor Francis.
What? They all die so young. They all die so young. But a massive rest in peace from everyone in the coffee company to his family, and hopefully he's in a better place. But that's a shock.
Yep.
That is a shock and a half. Yeah, life is too short. Life is too short. Kate is saying that the best is 40 Towers.
That's Kate, you and me. For me, the top three, and the third one may surprise a few people. Only Fools and Horses by a million miles. 40 Towers. Third one, Trigger's in it as well. Vicar of Dibley.
Vicar of Dibley is excellent.
Vicar of Dibley is hysterical.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. I love the Vicar of Dibley.
I love them. It's great. I think top. I want everyone to give their top three comedies. For me, it's Dad's Army. I love 40 Towers. And amazingly, I think my third one is The Thin Blue Line. I love The Thin Blue Line. I love that show. For me, it's so me because it's got that wokeness to it. It knows what it's doing and it plays on it. I think it's absolutely brilliant. Mark is saying, question, favourite chocolate bar so I can accuse you of bullying me. Oh, right then. Oh, my favourite chocolate is I'm bougie, so I apologise. I really like a really nice truffle from a chocolatier. That's what I like. I like to spend a lot of money on my chocolate.
Yeah, I'm not so bougie. I don't know why. I've always been more savoury and love my crisps. Like crisp, if someone said my top three, I'm in a real predicament.
Yeah.
But I go through. I love double deckers.
Yeah.
Love double deckers. I have a huge when I find one chocolate bar, I normally, especially when I'm here because you can't get them in Canada.
Yeah.
Dime bars. I can't stop eating dime bars. Like if I see 15 there, I will buy all 15 because it's like I haven't seen them bang. Dime bar, I would say, is my number one when I'm here. In Canada, it's different. It's been so long now, I can't bloody remember.
Everyone else give you a favourite chocolate bar as well, just to annoy Mark. Ian is saying Hello is easy.
Oh my god,
Hello is very good.
What? Oh my god, that. I don't think as a child I laughed as much as the police officer that tried to good moaning, try to do his Unai Emery, doing his own Emery. That character, all of them were brilliant, but that character on Only Fools Hello had me in tears as a kid, absolute tears.
I've actually got to demote the Thin Blue Line. One just came into my head. Blackadder goes fourth. I love the fourth season of Blackadder. And that season was perfect because it was a comedy season, but it gave you that realism of the end about how awful the war was. That was an amazing. I don't know if you've seen the fourth series of Blackadder.
I'm not Blackadder. I wasn't a big fan of. I really wasn't.
Blackadder goes fourth. You might have to rewatch it, but it's just excellent.
Actually, name another comedy that is Gavin and Stacey. Gavin and Stacey is absolutely hysterical.
Yeah. When you're saying Del Boy and Boyce playing poker in the flat was one of my favourites. Absolutely. Everyone's giving a rip Trevor Francis, first £1 million player. With the double-headed coin, yeah. Vicar of I always love in the Vicar of Dibley. Whenever she went to her Bible, she found a chocolate bar. I thought that is as a reoccurring joke. That was brilliant.
Even when you say the jokes at the end with the vicar and the late great Emma, whatever her name was, they the fact that she just Alice just pretended not to be able to understand them was just comic genius.
Blackadder from Kate is saying the in-betweeners is amazing.
Oh, Kate's just come in with an absolute thunderbolt of a good one. Oh, mate.
I don't know how they thought they could I think that's kickstarted my hatred of remaking things because they remade it in America.
Yep.
And they changed little things like they changed the quotes. So they changed bus wankers to bus turds. Bus turds isn't funny.
Mate, do you know what? But the thing is, in Canada and North America, the British sense of humour is actually so sought after. Dawn French.
Yeah, Dawn French.
And, but so many of my friends when I came over said, I've heard so much that they always used to say, "Have you watched The In-Betweeners?" And I'll be like, "Of course." It's like an institution. It's like a rite of passage. And I was like, "Have you?" They're like, "No, but I've always wanted to watch it." So I've sat there and said, "Right, let's watch one together. Tell me what you think." And then I've ended up watching all 3 seasons with them because they're like, just when you think they can't push it any further. Oh my God, that show. That
That
show.
show was utterly brilliant.
Oh, mate.
It was the perfect. If someone asked you in America or Canada, what's life in the UK like? You send them the In-Betweeners. Took 3 series of that is Britain.
Mate. I can watch it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again and still wet myself
Brilliant.
at everything.
Could watch the In-Betweeners every day.
Yep.
It is insanely funny. When we remake British shows, we almost always F it up. Yeah, absolutely. Married with Children, Al Bundy to go.
Oh, big up Tony Brother.
American I can't see past Friends. I agree. I love Friends.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
I'm not going to say that. Keeping Up Appearances was one of the greats as well. Shameless was brilliant as well. Oh, the In-Betweeners. That was so good.
Adrian Chokra has just come up with an absolute blinder.
That's a whopper as well.
That was genius.
Yeah. Bryn from Gavin and Stacey's is the boy.
But damn right, it's all about, mate. Rob Brydon plays that role.
Yeah.
I love all the characters in Gavin and Stacey, but my God, Uncle Bryn was just incredible.
I watched a thing from James Buckley, the guy that played Jay in The In-Betweeners. A lot of people talk about celebrities and how they don't like the fame they got. And he just said, I love my life. When I go down the road, everyone smiles at me and says hello because everyone loves me. Because he's not a dickhead, firstly. And he's
Correct.
he's a good bloke. He's a normal bloke. And he made something that made people laugh. And he steers into that, and people just love him because if James Buckley came in now, you could have a proper conversation with him about rubbish. It's perfect for this show. Top bloke.
Oh, mate, he would be the guy you need to get on the show, actually, thinking about it, or on Brewing Bollocks.
He
would be. Oh, mate, the lines he used to come out with.
I love Victor. Victor Meldrew is my brother, myself, and Brian in one person. Victor Meldrew is the guy. I love that guy. What's your favourite part? So I can't look past when he's in the car in the traffic jam and he puts the music on and it's got all the people fixing the car singing about how much they hate him. It's so funny.
My favourite episode of One Foot in the Grave is, do you remember when the elderly lady who does the football pools comes in and brings them back? No. The guy that's always hyper comes back and gives them that scorpion thing in nectar, which is meant to be hideously bad luck for everyone. And they get he orders a taxi, and then you've seen he's ordered a Matchbox taxi. That episode has me in stitches. But you know what? When you talk about that, one of my favourite comedians of all time, don't get me wrong, I love McIntyre, I love Peter Kay, but the first comedian, still to this day, stand-up comedian, who has me in stitches, rib cracking stitches, is Jasper Carrot.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Jasper Carrot, oh my days, that man was just genius.
Yeah. Well, I mean, my favourite stand-up comedian is Mickey Flanagan because, again, he's a local man to here. But that's a man I really respect. He shoots from the hip. He says what he means, and he's so like one of the jokes he did was he'd call his wife, and she'd come down and says the caller has to go halfway between the callee. So now they just every time anyone says anything, that's what it's so down to earth that's what people talk about. It's hilarious. I'd love to see Peter Kay at some point.
That is brilliant.
He's very funny. Mrs. Warboy is such a great character. 14 and 1. I love that.
I saw that quote. It's amazing. It's amazing how people remember things like that. Because Kate mentioned the picking up the dog, and straight away people were just like 4291. It's like the most roll off the tongue. Like you said with Only Fools and Horses, you could probably throw out a line.
Yeah.
And within seconds, someone will come out with the punchline.
Yeah, absolutely.
Without even looking at it. That shows the incredible brilliance of it all. Oh, big up, Leo.
Sup, my homie. Sup, Leon. Hopefully you're doing well, buddy. Hopefully you're doing well. Dave Allen, genius. Yeah, he's a genius. Mickey Flanagan in it. He's
Oh.
so funny. He's so funny. You just got to go, everyone. Have a great show on Spurs Asian TV. I will drop the link for you when we're about to end the show, buddy. I will drop the link. Please, everyone, remember. And if one of the mods can do it, if I forget, I will do it then. I'm a big fan of Curb Your Enthusiasm. He's so funny, Larry David. Like anything. He's brilliant. He's so funny. He's so funny. Like it's like I don't know many other comedies where you could say Jewish humor. That is it. Like he's so funny. I think if you've not seen Curb Your Enthusiasm, you got to see it. He's a Spurs fan too. He is apparently. Apparently, he is. Where would you guys Rowan Atkinson as a for me? He's number one because anyone that can do an entire season without saying a word and still make people in stitches is absolutely brilliant.
He is right up there. I mean, whenever I think of Rowan Atkinson, I don't know if people remember. I mean, Mr. Bean, everyone remembers, but I just remember the one where he goes to the diving board.
Yeah, so
where
fun.
he's at the top, and he's just his range is second to none. Yeah. His range is brilliant. I do big up Lisa Hunn. But yeah, I don't see when it comes to comedy acting. Obviously, it's not just it's his facial expressions. Do you know what I think? I think I'm gonna have to agree with you. I'm trying to think.
It's
right
either
now.
him or it's Del Boy. It's either them. It's one of them two.
Yeah, do you know what? I don't even know why
Jason, I think
for me,
just beats him.
Yeah, for me, David Jason to me is like Paul Gascoigne levels at the Spurs, so I can't go against David Jason.
Yeah, it's Jeffro because he speaks my language. Tommy Cooper's a genius. My favourite Mr. Bean moment is when Graham loves this as well. Is when he's making the sandwich and he's doing the really most stupid when he's getting the bread and he's cutting the bread and he gets his credit card to spread it and he kills the fish and then he just drops the sandwich at the end. He's making the tea in it. It's so funny. It's so funny.
I have to say where Rowan Atkinson does outweigh David Jason, but I'm still going with David Jason. Is Mr. Bean was his whole idea. Yeah. He choreographed everything is from him from scratch. Not someone came to an idea with him and he said, "Yeah, let's roll with it." He created everything. David Jason, everything he's done has been created for him, but he's taken it to your levels. Yeah, he's taken it. But even everything else he's done, Open All Hours, Silent Buds of May, Frost, you just name everything. He's taken it to a new level, further than the writers probably even thought. But Rowan Atkinson has done everything from scratch. But I still am going with David Jason.
Yeah, it's one of them two. It's definitely one of them two. Those are the two best on the planet. They had an old black and white Peter Cook and Dudley
Moore.
So still, it's amazing. It's amazing. Yeah, I love IT Crowd. I think IT Crowd's great. It's not one of my favourites. For a new comedy, it's really good. But that's
mate, Richard Adewale, actually, he's absolutely so incredible.
Thanks, Ben. The Office is great. The English Office is great. I don't like the American Office so much.
Never watched either.
But it's good. I do like David Brent. When Mr. Bean is trying to get undressed on the beach,
That's a classic.
Ryan is saying hi. Shalom, Achi.
Big up, Achi.
I just watched Ryan on English movie. Absolutely hilarious. It's brilliant. Afternoon. Still Game is a brilliant show as well. Mr. Bean, that's the one I'm talking about. The part, absolutely funny. What we're talking about here, comedy shows. Paul Gascoigne, shut up, Ryan. Shut up, Ryan. I'll slap you. Big up, Paul Stewart. Big up, Paul Stewart.
The thing is, I can see Ryan laughing his head off. I can see where Ryan's laughing as well. I can envisage what he's doing. Even when he wrote that, knowing Ryan, he had a little smirk and a little laugh at himself. Very good, Ryan.
Morecambe and Wise. Obviously not talking about hair. Big up the Cough and Mr. Daigle. Big up. Lovely to see you, miss. That's class, Adrian. Jimmy Carr. I adore 8 out of 10 Cats Does Count, but I adore that show. That's one of my favourites as well. It's just outside the top 3. It's a classic.
Agreed.
That is, if they can, like, Countdown. I grew up watching Countdown coming home on the way home in the car because my parents' old Range Rover had TV screens in it. It still is
Ooh.
because we were posh. So my mum would stick Countdown on. It was great.
Educational.
Yeah, it was great. We were posh. Love Men Behaving Badly. Men Behaving Badly is brilliant.
Oh, brilliant.
Kate being on the chair on the car roof, brilliant. Waha, Daniel. 9 out of 10 cats. What show are you watching? What are you watching? Michael McIntyre.
It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant.
Absolutely. The dogging episode from Car Share. Wet myself. Yep. Oh, so many. 8 out of 10 cats. I love that show. Countdown's brilliant. But to make it funny and to have all the people that were on the original Countdown on it, brilliant.
Yep. And do you know what? God bless and rest in peace, Sean Locke, who was a comedic genius.
absolutely.
An absolute dry humour. Oh, Kate's just come in with another classic. An absolute classic for me growing up.
Brilliant show.
Really was. Mate, there are so many. But this is the thing. British humour is the best. We're obviously very, very biased. But everywhere you go, even like when I'm in North America, people say like your humour is the best. Don't get me wrong, you have classics like Friends that are just unparalleled.
Yeah.
They are stand the test of time, brilliant.
But is that really American comedy, or is it leading on from someone like Graham says, Jackie Mason?
Yeah.
We are up there in our culture of the Hebraic culture of being. We are the funniest. Like,
I don't doubt that for a second.
Like British comedy is there. We are like that because we just take the piss out of ourselves. And I think Friends had that. Friends had that slightly because it's written, of course, by Martha Kaufman and a lot of the people. Like they just do it. With Jewish humor, it's like as a culture, like British culture, as in all of it together, is the best.
Yeah.
As a culture, we're just the best in terms of. It's amazing, like Jackie Mason's or Mel Brooks or Larry David. We had a lot of, David Sullivan, I think, has got a bit of it in. The Monty Python guys. Like half of that is all Jewish humor, like crazy things like the Biggest Dickus and he's not the Messiah, he's just a very naughty boy. Things like that.
You're right. I mean, like I said, the British humour. You can't beat it. You can't beat it. It's like I said, especially you got when I'm a little bit homesick when I'm back in Toronto. First thing I do is just put on a bit of British comedy, just to be like, right, okay, there you go, get your little fix. Doesn't matter what it is. It's right up there.
Marcus saying Friends. I love Friends. Friends is great. David Schwimmer is excellent.
No, Joe, what? Shana is my favourite character, but in the last two seasons, it's all about Ross.
Yeah, Ross was.
It's all about Ross. The final two seasons are absolutely all about Ross.
Like when they found out that Chandler and Monica were together, and he gets in and he jumps in. Absolutely, it's so funny.
Even when he goes to the tanning salon and he keeps getting sprayed the wrong way.
Yeah,
he's just
lucid orange.
Yeah, just everything he did was incredible. But Ben, on that note, I'm gonna have to chip because I need to go get my nephew from football camp. I hate that I said that word. Football training camp. Yeah. Saying the S word camp does roll off better or more easier than football camp. Yeah. But yeah, I've got to go pick him up from that. Then I'm taking him to the park to play football. So I'm going to leave everyone here and say thank you, Ben, for once again having me on.
As always, Brian, you know that.
And even though it's not a football show, you know I'm leaving with one thing and one thing only. It'd be rude not to. Let me just. And as always, Levy out.
Great stuff. Thanks for Brian for coming on as always. Everyone give a big up to Brian, my brother, coming on and give me a bit of a big up this, and it's great. I like Desmond's too. Gene Wilder. Americans have butchered quite a bit, but that was awful. The American Office was awful as well. Some people love the American Office. It's not for me. It's not for me. Blessed are the cheesemakers. Yes, blessed are the cheesemakers. We're all individuals, Ben. Yep. One of my favourite films ever, the Marx Brothers Duck Soup, 90-ish years old, and it's still top banana. Yep. British Empire, Red Dwarf, all the top American, having an English person in them along the way. Absolutely. Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Ross is my favourite when he gets, yep. Scared you. Big up, proud to be a Geordie. Big supporter of myself in the toxic places when plays the keyboard. Yep, absolutely. The cream with the powder. Yep. He's saying Mark Moran is great. Stand up and great podcast too. Jackie Mason. I met a homeless guy sitting in the street. The man said, "I haven't eaten for 3 days." I said, "You must force yourself." Big up, Brian. Everyone's saying big up to Brian. Everyone's saying, have a great day, my friend. And Levy out. Have a good one, Brian. Great stuff. It's always great to have Brian here. Oh, big up to Brian. Now we can just chill out, guys. I don't have to say anything. But let's have a chat. Anyone has got anything? I need to clean this jug because I haven't cleaned it. We've actually got to do some cleaning. I'm going to hoover the floor when the stream's over. Just getting over my cold. Amazingly, the Redbubble store has not come up. I need to find it. It'll come up eventually. Oh, no, it is. It's there. Right. The Kauffie company has made 2 more shirts on our Redbubble store. The link is there. We have 2 new t-shirts. One, we finally have it. We now have our official Paul Stewart Fan Club t-shirts, which you can get on our Redbubble store there. All proceeds, of course, go to the Kauffie company, just to let you know. But you can finally show that you're a fan of Paul Stewart. So, yes, please check out our Redbubble store. We're making some new designs here and there. Some of them are really great. Some of them are whatever you like. But we are going to add some more stuff to our portfolio very soon. And we're hard at work designing stuff with my wonderful friend, Miss Kim B, who's going to help us out as well. So big up to Kimber. Big up. But yeah, we got some cool t-shirts. Abbott and Costello too made me laugh. I've come close to an existential crisis. Oh, damn. Yeah. Ben, I need a purple and gold logo. I can do that for you, miss. I can do that for you. Christmas party episode of Car Show, the Smurf, excellent. Yep. I can't do that, unfortunately, Ian, because firstly, we're not a football, but we can do it inspired. But if we do that, we'd get shut down. So we can do little things, but that's not for me to do because I don't want to make money off the Leave the Out movement. It's all about getting the message out there. We won't change for our football club. So I'm not going to be selling things to make money off of a good movement. Favourite battle app. So I think he's talking about guitars because he put a guitar emote. Right. Before I bore everyone to death. Currently, my favourite axe is my Gibson Les Paul. My Gibson SG. My favourite guitar is my Gibson SG. But as I have told many of you many a time, I want to end up on a Les Paul at some point because I think single cut guitars work best for me. They're more balanced for me, and I like the sort of I like the scale length of a Gibson Les Paul and the way it feels. I know a Gibson SG and a Gibson Les Paul are the same scale length. They feel drastically different, feel massively different. But eventually, I'd love to be on a Les Paul. But currently, my favourite is a Gibson SG, which is cherry red, and it was made in 1999, so it's almost as old as me. So yeah, I love my Gibson SG. It's my favourite currently. I also love my Les Paul, and I like my Telecaster. I want to get an ES335. I love an ES3. And one day I'd love to try one. If I can get some time to go to Denmark Street on Sunday, I might go and try some. But SG, always, I love an SG. Is Brewing Bollocks back on Wednesday? Yes, it is. I've not sorted anything out, but me and Bobby will be back on Wednesday for Brewing Bollocks. Just like we are on every Wednesday. Brewing Bollocks will be back. 100%. But yeah, that's my guitar nerdery out of the way. I do love guitars. I am a bit of a nerd when it comes. I wish I was a better player as I am a nerd. I'm getting there. What's everyone saying? Everyone's going mad. Good. Lovely to see everyone. Please remember to like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out a lot. We're almost there at 400 subscribers. I'd love to get to 400. I doubt we'll get there anytime soon, but we might get there. We're gaining a subscriber a week. But I know this is not a football show, which is why people don't necessarily want to subscribe to us. But that we're going to try. We're going to hammer away. Favorite breed of dog? I do like a nice dog. I'm not a dog person. I do like dogs. I like other people's dogs. I don't want a dog myself. I don't want that responsibility. I do like a dachshund. I just think sausage dogs are great. I do like a sausage dog. I also like a golden retriever. I do like a French bulldog, but they're not for me. But I think my favourite breed of dog is a dachshund because I just think they're awesome. I used a small axe on my PC and now it's not responding. Absolutely. My favourite battle axe, grot bags from Rod and Emu. Great stuff. Only instrument I could ever play was a stupid triangle. Big up. Laughing my ass off. Phil. Jack Russell or Cockapoo. I do like a Jack Russell, though. Mutts are the best dogs. Yeah. Have a pug, border terrier, cross pug, and now a Dachshund cross. Oh, you got loads of dogs and you got loads of cats as well. Pug, Staffy, or a bulldog. I like cats. Bloody hell, Mark. I do love a border collie. My mate Alex's border collie though was a nutter. They're so intelligent, but you need a chill one. But they're bloody intelligent. Those dogs. They are so intelligent. Oh, but as everyone knows, we've got a tortoise. We've got a tortoise and a parrot. And I do love my parrot. My parrot he's a nutter. He doesn't really like me. I do really like little Bobby. He's a nice guy. Bichon Frisset. Oh, that's posh. Drooler with the posh one. Big up, Drooler. Lovely to see you in here, Drooler. Big up, everyone. Big up, Derek. Hopefully you're doing well. Jack Russell was my first doggy. Great little nutter. Bloody hell. We have a leopard gecko called Larry. Big up, Larry. We have a tortoise called Doris, and Doris is just a boring bastard. Doris is a bit of a weird one. I bet the tortoise would beat me. Probably. Doris is a weirdo. Dobermans and Rottweilers. Daigle loves the Rottweilers. That's Daigle's favourite dog. Doris is my nickname. Bloody hell. I've got an orange tabby cat called Nacho. I've got a black mouth called Wade. Great stuff. Big up. Oh, the sexiest is Lisa's one. I love Lisa's logo. Big up, Chris. Hopefully you're doing well, buddy. Hopefully you're doing well. We have used to have a Dobermans. Dobermans are great. Big up, Chris from K. I taught us being a boring bastard. We're going to get a meter Rotty when we move. Yeah. I have two. I have a parrot and a tortoise. Not my thing. Not my thing, but I like rabbits. I like a rabbit. I like a cuddly rabbit. But I don't like having pets anymore because I get upset when they die. I get upset when they die. It's always I get very it's yeah, I get very attached to my pets and it's always sad. My pet got 0 votes, so it was retired. You got to bring it back. Used to have a chameleon too, but he died. Yeah. What parrot have you got? I have a son Konya, so he's a little thing. He's a little thing. Do I have a picture of Bobby here? There it is. Right on cue. There he is. There's little Bobby. But he's great. He's a bit of a dickhead, but he's nice. Bobby's a free spirit. He's definitely a maverick. Love a rampant rabbit. Want me to get them something like that? Yes, so better have love than lost and absolutely, absolutely beautiful. But he's nice, but he's just a leopard gecko. Larry is great stuff. Can it talk? He can only say things he wants. He doesn't really talk. He more squawks. He's beautiful. They're lovely parrots. It's not really for me. The problem is Bobby's going to live for 60 years. So one of us is going to have to look after him one day. He's going to live 60 years if we look at. And he's a resilient parrot. Try our pets better lives than some poor humans, and there's always like animals that need absolutely. Norwegian Blue must be the parrot. If you know, you know. You know. 60 years. Bobby's going to live a long time. He's already, what's it called? Bobby's 15, something like that. Bobby's been around most of my life. I mean, maybe older. Maybe Bobby's like 17. Because when we got Bobby, I think I was 12. I think I was 12 when we got him. We found him. We adopted him because we found him. This is for people that know East London, Essex. We've got him from the Reef and Reptile place. Not Reef and Reptile. I can't remember. There was a pet shop in Manford Way. For anyone that knows Manford Way, that's where we got him. We went in there because long story. We looked after this tortoise, which we now have anyway, called Bobby. No, Doris, he was then Boris, but then we realised he was a girl, so it's now Doris, which is always a laugh. And my mum was beside herself that we had to give Doris back to Michael, who was the original owner of the tortoise. So my mum wanted to get a tortoise for herself. So we went into this reptile shop, and then she saw Bobby. And now we've ended up with not only Bobby, we've got Doris as well. So it's great. Now we've got the two of them. Bubby, as in B-U-B-B-I-E. It's like Bubbler. Bubby usually means Jewish grandmother. But for some reason, my mum called him Bubby, her little Bubby. It's a little thing. That's a very Jewish thing. Oh, it's my little Bubby. Wish my ex-feral minister would live. Bloody hell. But that's a shame. Ex-feral mister would, yeah. Yeah, it's a shame. Some pets, you want them for longer. Boopy, no, it's Bubby. As in my little Bubby. Norwegian Blue, that's Haaland in a Man City shirt. Oh, bloody hell, Chris, we've got to do. Don't talk football in here. Don't talk football. My kids are allergic to cats and dogs, so I had to give my cat to my mum. So I had to get goldfish. I'm thinking getting terrapins. For me, they're not a thing. I don't like terrapins. They're a bit aggressive for me. But if you like them, you like them. Okay. Big up, Stu boy. Great to see you, buddy. Great to see you. Pet name stories can be a good story, absolutely. Norwegian Blue was the one in the Dead Parrots catch yet. Percy Pug is the best. Sad news about absolutely. Trevor Francis is a legend. Absolute legend. I'm going to put my feet up. I think I've spoken too much this morning because my head's now going. But in a minute, I've got to hoover my floor. And clean this place up a bit. So I'm going to have some visitors later. Yeah, it is as well. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, these people, it's life is short. Life is short. But we just got to look after we got to look after ourselves. We have a fish tank with some angel fish. They are way more aggressive than I thought they'd be. We can't put any other fishes in there yet. It's a shame. Good morning, Benny, and everyone chat. What did I miss? Can I get a recap? Me and Brian talked about bullying, which is funny. And we also talked TV shows. Skinniest bully ever, as you said. Yeah. Bloody hell, Kate. Bloody hell, Kate. He needs to clean his own room. I'm saying that my room is a total mess. Bobby K. It's Bobby K. It's Bobby K. Big up. Everyone saying hello to Bobby K. Everyone say hello to Bobby K. Big up, Bobby. Big up, Bobby. Hopefully you're having a great day on the wheel. Yeah, exactly, Bobby. Exactly. Like that time when I had a birthday party for little Kay. What a horrible human being I am. What a mean, horrible human being. I even got him a cake and designed him the cake. What a bully I am. Best pet name you've ever heard of. Oh, Kuva needs to be here. Summit, Mr. Tiddles. Is that Kuva's name? Kuva. I mean, when Kuva's one was the best. I can never remember. It was that savage Summit, Mr. Tiddles. It was great. The third, absolutely. If we can talk about ramping rates, we can kick some balls down a dark tunnel. You can do it. But it's great to see you all here. It's great to see you all here. And we're just relaxing. It's amazing how as soon as school holiday, immediately dead. There's no one anywhere. There is no one anywhere. It's mad. I love funny names. They're great. My neighbour calls dolls Aphrodite. I love to say that every time. Lol, absolutely. You're a disgrace, Ben. Opened your shop on your day off when it's closed. Made coffee for 20 of us and hosted a birthday party and got him a custom Sonny cake. You're a horrible human being. Absolutely. I'm a I'm a horrible, vicious human being. Send that to the trolls. Send that to the trolls. Vicious I am. Vicious. Love your streams, Ben. I always love having you guys here as well. I try and do my best. Ben, I need to say football. Okay, then. Great stuff. Great stuff. Fancy a cup of tea? I mean, coffee, sir? Absolutely. But yeah. But yeah, I'm a vicious, horrible human being. I hope you guys know this by now. I hope you guys know this by now. I would, but you blocked them all. I'll send you the link to the channel and you can say it to them. World's best bully, absolutely. Bobby K, woohoo! Big up. Big up, Phil P. Big up. Always glad when I catch your streams. I live in Florida, USA, and it's still morning time. Here at Heck by $3. Always hungry, absolutely. I never made coffee today because I had Brian here, so I was like, I'm not gonna make a coffee. But yeah, when I have Brian here, I'm just gonna make a coffee backstage and then do it. Little K and Big K say they love you. Don't know what's worse, loving a bully or loving die. Absolutely, my guys, my boys. Like whatever Jay thinks about Eric Dyer, that's my boy. Anyone comes with those two, you're dealing with me. You're dealing with me if you say anything about those two boys. Top men in the making, they do, and they've got top father as well. Wonderful, wonderful family. When I told this when I went to Canada and we just went about and we just chilled. My guys. Anyone that has a problem with the Kangs has a problem with me and has a problem with most of the community as well because they're lovely family. So after work, 6 p.m., 11 p.m. your time. Yeah, so yeah. Yeah. I want to go to Canada. You got to go to Canada. Canada's great. Yeah, Bobby K is in Toronto. Everyone knows Bobby K is in Toronto. So, but on that note, it's actually time to end the stream. Right. Let me pull the link up. But we're going to send all of you guys. We're going to send all you guys to Spurs Wasian TV with my good friend, Mr. Eugene. There is the link for Eugene's show. So go over there and give Eugene some love. Boo, my boss, absolutely. Boo, my boss. And I want you to go into Eugene's chat when my stream is done and scream, if you smell what the cough is brewing. So, everyone, go over to Eugene's show, spam that in the chat. Be nice to Eugene. He's a good bloke. He's a really good bloke. Hardcore, getting up. Yeah, absolutely. Everyone's saying hello, goodbye. But thank you all so much for watching today's stream. Thank you for all your love and support for myself in the chats. And yeah, we will be back tomorrow at 2 p.m. British summertime or wherever you are in the world. But thank you all so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. And as always, if you smell what the cough is brewing, have a wonderful rest of your day. We look forward to seeing you soon. Ciao for now.
A little different than all the rest. I'm quite old-fashioned these seem impossible to score. So I dream of